a.m. Shrill alarm. Wake up. 6:36. Go to bathroom. Pee. Poo. Pee a little more. Wipe self. Blow nose loudly. Wash hands. Look at face in mirror. Disgusted. Scrub face with special volcanic ash drift face wash and special purple girly face towel. Shower. Shave armpits, arms, legs with razor. Bikini line with smaller razor. Get out of shower. Towel down. Look in mirror at naked frame. Disgusted. Wish I had bigger breasts. Put on generic pastel teaching outfit. Moderately matching cheap high heels. Look mediocre in appearance and intellectual capacity. 7:02, eat breakfast of porridge, plain, no sugar. Drink coffee with skimmed milk. Glass of London tap water with soluble vitamin C tablet. Read magazine article on new fashionable sex positions to occupy blank mind. Look at the diagrams. Wish I was the girl in the pictures with the cock in the ass. As I stare out of window and sigh for lack of soul. 7:22, clean dishes, only my own. Brush teeth, pee again, wipe self, blow nose loudly, spray on perfume bought half price from Superdrug, put on fluorescent bike gear and helmet, look ridiculous, leave flat, plug iPod into brain, bike to work. 8:01, almost get run over, distracted by advertisement for underwear. Wish I looked good in underwear. Arrive at cement school, lock bike, enter into teaching mode. Go to staff room, make Earl Grey tea with skimmed milk, 1 sweetener, sugar is bad for skin. Talk briefly to other teachers about weather and holidays. Awkward silence. Are they judging what I just said? Excuse myself. 8:07, enter classroom. Flick through children's unmarked homework. Sigh, sip tea, stare at wall, hate myself. Wonder why I do this. Remember the money and long holidays. Think of magazine sex positions. Wish I was the girl in the diagrams. Think about cock in my mouth. Salivate slightly. Wipe the slight drool dripping down my chin. 8:35, kids enter. Little bastards. 8:55, try to settle children and begin class. This is always harder than anticipated. Sip cold tea, bite sore nails. Wish I was dead. Don't realize I am already. 9:02, settle class by bellowing till Block's face has become blue. Start day with times tables. Should really learn them myself. Instead of constantly having to refer back to the book. 10:05, history. No one is interested, not even me. Jemima has stuck carrot up her nose and blacked out. Wonder if it gives you a high. Remember to try this later with the girls. 10:55, break time. All children leave classroom except Herbert. This is on account of the letter his mother sent 2 months ago, saying he is allergic to fresh air and sunshine and must avoid it at all costs. It is convenient they live in Britain. 10:57, perk myself up by thinking about what I'm going to wear and drink tonight. I am gonna get rat-arsed. 11:15, shit, they're back again. 12 noon, lunchtime. Herbert sits beside me at teacher's table. He smells like soap suds and mustard. This disturbs me and puts me off my lunch. At least I won't eat much. He needs to wipe his snotty nose. Retard. 12:13. Take Herbert to little boy's toilets and attempt to clean him up. He is weeping slightly. Feel exasperated. Remember the sex diagrams. Wonder if sex is on the cards tonight. If it is, I will play the Queen of Tarts. Ha ha ha! Herbert gags up a bit of phlegm and spits it into a small plastic bag his mother has given him for just this type of occasion. It is even labeled Herbert's phlegm bag. 12:45, the beasts are back. 12:49, they settle down when I tempt them with surprise at end of day. Must think of surprise, must think of surprise. This is where it would be great for imagination to kick in. 2:16, PE. I love that I get to shout at kids while they're all hot, bothered, and can't breathe properly. All the while I'm thinking about pink-veined, throbbing hot cock, spraying its glory cream all down my sweat-ridden back. And nobody knows what I'm thinking. And I get to shout at kids at the same time and not get in trouble. This is the life, except I'm hopelessly lonely. 3:20. The goddamn bastards remembered the surprise. Shit. Scramble around in purse. Give them each a small, white sweet. Luckily, I have 30 of them, so no one's left out. The pack is out of date. It's from last year. It's not going to harm them, right? If anything, it will protect them. They're only 8 years old, for Christ's sake, Lucy. But you never know. 3:46, go to staff room. Coast is clear. See if I can take anything left in the fridge. So hungry. Shit! Mr. Worthington, do not come in here. You smell like a catheter. 3:49, leave staff room hurriedly. Wasn't able to steal anything, so hungry. Can't believe I got off with Mr. Worthington, deputy head, at children's party. What was I thinking? You weren't thinking, remember, Lucy? You were wasted. That's your excuse, right? 3:53, Herbert is last child at school gate. Tell him he is a big boy now and can walk home by himself. He mumbles something about a limp. Tell him to get a grip and get moving. Feel good about teaching student the type of independence and self-respect I have developed. Think about making self-help video and posting it on YouTube. Wonder how to post a video. 3:58, cycle home. Almost get run over again. 4:48, in kitchen. Think about food. I should eat fat-free yogurt. That will make me feel full. I want chocolate. Chocolate cock. Slipping down my throat. That would fill me up. Black men equal huge cock. Must have sex with black men and find out. That would prove I'm not racist. 4:58, eat pot noodle. Noodles taste like shit. Eat the whole thing. Still hungry. Eat carrot. Still hungry. Remember Jemima. 5:02. Make sure no one is in flat. 5:03. Stick carrot up nose. Feel stupid. Push it up further to see if it has an effect. 5:04. Blackout. 7:13. Wake and sound of doorbell. That shit was great. Much better than pot noodle. 7:14. Yay! It's Daisy and Gabriella holding 2 bottles of Lambrini. Save me from myself. Let's get this party started. Wiki wiki wah holla. 8:51. I'm so glad I only ate yucky pot noodle and carrots. This Lambrini shit is starting to kick in. Kind of feel nauseous though. 9:17. Take 7 sweeteners before leaving house. Feel high on sweetener. Wish I knew people that knew a dealer. Maybe I could make out with a dealer and get free drugs. But would he want more from me? Would I be prostituting myself? I could fuck while high. Maybe he would fuck me in the ass. Like in the diagrams, every girl wants to get fucked in the ass. They just won't admit it. Must meet people who know dealers. Why am I thinking so much? Is this the sweeter thinking? I'm starting to peak, man. I'm starting to fucking peak. 10:31 at the club. Look at that skank over there. Who would wear those shoes? Hey, that's me. I almost didn't recognize myself. Man, I look great. Wow, look at me. Mirror me is pretty sexy if I do say so myself. Which I do, which I am. I am funny. If only someone would love me. Maybe I'll just bend over and pick up my bag. Yeah, you can totally see my G-string. Woo woo! Yeah, I love this music. It makes me want to dance. Yeah, dancing to the music. Looking pretty hot, looking pretty in pink, except I'm not wearing pink. Wait, is that a jaguar? Do they allow live animals in here? No, wait. It's just a sofa. Moving on, just gotta keep moving on with the flow. 11:55, this is so way better than school. I hate those stupid tiddlywink kids. They can all go and die from gone off contraceptive pills. See if I care. Hey, who's that cute guy in the corner? Oh, it's a woman. Moving on, motherfuckers. Woo! 1:36. Where are Daisy and Gabriella? Have I been dancing? All by myself? Oh my god. I'm such a loner. I'm such a loser. Now no one will come and fuck me. No, fuck! Think of the girl in the diagrams, Lucy. What would she do? She'd get another drink. Better yet, she'd get a man that likes fucking in the ass to buy her a drink. Go find that man. Sorry. 1:42. Ask foreign-looking guy if he wants to buy me a cock. Tail. No response. Ask him if he likes fucking in the ass. No response. Ask him if he has a cock so small he can't even fit it into a keyhole and unlock his own front door with it. Big response. He tells me to get the fuck out, or he'll rip a new slit into my dirty, slutty cunt. Loser. He smelled like compost. 3:33. What time is it? Who gives a shit? I'm fucking flying. Whoopsie. Oh, whoopsie doodles. Didn't mean to do that. You have a good night. I have such a good night. Woo, woo, woo. Anyone want a drink? 3:56 on the pavement, but I really gotta go. Make sure no one is watching. Yank down underwear. Squat. Pee. Fart quietly. When you gotta go, you gotta go. 4:01. Why does nobody love me? Why does nobody care about me? Who cares about me? 4:02. Check phone. 12 missed calls from Mr. Barnaby Worthington. He cares about me. He frickin' loves my kick-ass ass. That's right, shake it, baby, shake it, shake it, shake it. You know, you were the one in control, Lucy. You're the one with the power. You're just gonna totally fuck him over and then leave and never call him back. I wonder if he knows how to fuck in the ass. Are you really going there? Really? Shit, you've already dialed. Pick up. You're a B+ tonight, Lucy. A B+. Never forget that, sweetie. Yes. He picks up. He tells me little Herbert has gone missing. and the police are scouring the area. Ask Mr. Worthington if he wants me to come over so I can search him for clues. He tells me I was the last person responsible for Herbert before he disappeared. Tell him I'm a very naughty girl, and I need to be spanked. He tells me to see him in his office first thing Monday morning. Ask him if he wants me to wear my leather bra and thong. He hangs up. 4:08. What now? 4:44. Daisy? Gabriella? 5. Hey. Where'd everybody go? 6:30 a.m. Where am I? Fuck. That was an awesome night. Snore. We've got Stravinsky's Rite of Spring blasting now, and everyone's morphed into monkeys. They're bouncing off the walls, climbing across the ceiling, shitting onto each other's faces from a distance so nobody knows whose shit it is. Haha. I can feel my tail growing. Longer and longer. Fatter. Hairier. I've got the biggest tail of them all. Here I am, at the helm of this rave in Florence, Renaissance capital of the world, and I'm thinking, I'm creating art here. I'm the original Renaissance man, just with tits and a tail. I'm Hieronymus Bosch. Look, the monkeys, they're eating their own heads. Knives are jutting out their ears. Flutes are being stuck up everyone's arses. Pigs are bobbing about in nun headdresses. Insects on ice skates are skimming along the ceiling. There's chariot-adorned demons dancing about. Their heads covered in baby owls. Who invited the baby owls? I realize I may have taken too much. Maybe none of this is even real. Am I just staring at a grimy old fresco painted by some grimy old dead geezer? And I think, fuck it, let's take another tab, and I grow 2 more legs. No, wait a minute, those legs belong to Mrs. Pounding. What the fuck's she doing down there? I feel her wide, gurning mouth sucking on my ever-expanding pussy. She opens me wider and fits her whole head in my muff. I can feel her teeth as she starts eating my internal organs. Hey, slow down, chick. I might need those for later. It's starting to feel good now. She's chomping on my small intestine and I'm starting to feel tingly. She's sucking on my pancreas like it's about to pass its expiry. I'm feeling lightheaded. She's chewing on my kidneys, licking up my liver, slurping on my stomach lining, gorging on my gallbladder. Oh my good lord. She's hit my spleen. My fucking spleen. Suck on it, you goddess monkey woman. Suck on it. Suck on my fucking spleen, and then I grow wings. I'm flying around the room, and I can see them all, way down below. Louise Pinkerton, second trombone, is humping the sculpture beside it, using his trident as a foot grip. You get in there, Louise. You show that oceanic prick who's boss. Charlie Crookshank, first violin, he's shoving his bow down his own throat like a sword eater. Mr. Pounding, our conductor, is just wanking into an ancient Greek pot, elaborately decorated in horses. She must really like horses. The whole junior orchestra's here and we are on it. Teacher on teacher, teacher beautiful thing. I feel my wings stretching at the seams. They double in size. I'm too big for this room. I'm too big for this world. I gotta get out. I gotta leave these underlings behind. I burst through the ceiling. Bricks and mortar tumble at my sides, hitting most of the monkeys on the noggin. See ya later, suckers. I'm out in the fresh Italian air and realize I'm on a mission. I gotta head for Saturn. So I soar upwards and my wings turn into jetpacks. Then, before I know it, I'm 18, and I've got a place at the Royal Northern College of Music to play principal double bass. Fucking ace. This is a big deal. I'm the first person in my family, me, J.J. Prangley, to go to uni and actually make something of myself. I can get the fuck out. I can look after myself. I have the talent. I'm gonna hit it big. There's nothing stopping me but myself. Freshers week, I'm having a blast. Sucking, fucking, tootie popping, rubbing, ramming, ribbing, coming, and that's when I meet Georgia. The beauty. Proper lesbian. The real deal. She plays double bass like me. Not as good, mind, but she has a work ethic like you wouldn't believe. Georgia pushes me to be myself more. Drink more, toke more, fuck more, vomit more, make more mischief. She's super generous. When she buys herself 1 pint, she'll buy me 2. I love Georgia. I really do. But we don't delude ourselves we need a monogamous relationship. Just because we're together doesn't mean I have to keep my eyelids down every time some curves walk by. We hunt together, proper lionesses. It's handy Georgia's fit with a capital fuck me. I'm proud she can pull in a crowd. It bags me some sweet grade A fish flaps. We start having these fortnightly pussy parties back at ours. One time, it's me, Georgia, Sally from the singing department, Betty, the older Filipino cleaner from our dorm, and a new girl, Emma, flautist, can apply a beautiful, even, constant pressure. So we're having it. The plastic sheets are on the floor, the MDMA's doing the rounds, along with Emma's tush. But I'm just not feeling it. It's too routine. I dip my tongue in Georgia's ear and say, why don't we invite that lovely design student Crispin over? What the fuck are you saying? Inviting a man over here? No pricks allowed. Those are the rules. She's fuming while coming up from the molly, which is never a pleasant sensation. So she stuffs her face full of Betty's minge and ignores me for the rest of the night. She won't forgive me for a week. I have to buy her a big bag of Charlie and a double-headed dildo just to make up for it. Those things don't come cheap. I carry on partying in the 2nd and 3rd years, but Georgia slows right down. Fuck it, I'm having the time of my life. Julia at the bus station, pissed out my mind. Shh, Luna, conductor in training, music covered. Tied, dyed, t-shirt girl, Sands nightclub, proper dinge, had my stomach pumped. Darlene, back at Little's, stone cold sober. Shh, Nahina, out in the woods, coming down from Kent. Barbara, very thrushy. Samantha, toilet in Mackie D's, on shrooms. Taser, didn't know if it was a man or a woman. Met her outside the Pentecostal church steps, going through the DTs. Felt sorry for him. All the while Georgia's taking herself way too seriously. She'd be up and out the house by 9, hangover be damned. I wake at 1 hanging. Final year exams are coming. Agents, composers, conductors, all coming to see our final year show. I'm on E most nights. Do a bit of practice here and there. Nothing like Georgia. She is manic. They all are. Forget how to have a good time. I don't perform in the end. Georgia advises me not to. She doesn't want me to embarrass myself. Fair enough. It wasn't my thing anymore. I've moved on. I watch her from the audience. The best player by a country mile. That's what the conductor from BBC Philharmonic says. Tells Georgia she has an audition the next day. She goes for the audition and doesn't come back. Try calling her. Doesn't pick up. I have to resort to calling her Dragon Mother. We hate each other, though to be fair, she hates all living things. After 15 tries, she answers, Georgia doesn't want to talk to you, JJ. She's binned you. Stop calling. Line goes dead. All Georgia's unclaimed stuff in our flat. It could have been me with that audition. And now, I'm here. With what? I don't know what to do with myself. So I end up binging on Cock, Mario, overweight, Fabian, submissive, Tonda, liked his anus sucked, Maximiliano, couldn't understand a word, Vincente, lost his glasses, Demir, anorexic, all knees and elbows, Latinsic, loved the good ball gag, one-hand Serge, surprisingly good with his hand, Xavier, no body hair, Jesse, super sexy, Tyson, had to shove my tit and is about to shut him up, Norman, Mormon, Dominic, gangrenous Japsai, that night with Dave. Fuck. That was heavy. I almost forgot about that. I couldn't piss for a week after. I shat my pants though. Yeah, I'm on my period and methadone. I'm at the takeaway. I've been here 2.5 hours. I've eaten my chicken madras at the counter. I'm not ready to go home. I'm calling everyone I know, but no one's picking up, and I'm leaving off my nut messages that even I wouldn't respond to. This bloke comes in and starts ordering 1,000 curries. I eyeball him. He eyeballs back. I say, so, what are you having for your main course? Vindaloo, but I'll have you for my pudding. This is Dave. He's a bit of a joker, and I like that. I twirl my hair around my index and wave my falsies at him. I'm not spending another fucking night on my own watching Game of Thrones for the 12th time, then rubbing one out. So, here I am at Dave's. He's having a quiet night in with the lads. They're roofers. We're having a couple of beers and a few laughs, and Dave's starting to look a little better than just all right. He grabs me and pushes me into the toilet with him for a sneaky bit of coke, just between us two, special-like. He's snorting and chatting, telling me he really wished he'd pursued his dream of becoming a veterinarian, specializing in canine dentistry. He's always been fascinated by the jaws of dogs. It's just a bit sweet. Caring for their dental well-being and all that. We're snogging and he pulls me down, anchors my face to his dick. I'm sucking on it as you do, and while I'm down there, I spy a box of Boots' own tampons by the toilet bowl. Maybe I can borrow one after we finish. His mate Joe's yelling he needs to lay a brick, so we open the door and Dave's like, I dare you to do what's in front of us, Joe. It'll be worth a line of Charlie. Now Dave and I are watching Joe take a shit for some gag. He's about to flush and Dave's like, leave it. 2 seconds later, my head's pushed and I'm sucking on Joe's cock. It's short, stubby, shaven, itchy, not nice. My knickknacks are yanked to my ankles. Dave's long thing goes right up my glory hole. I'm being spit roasted. The door's wide open, yet the room's still smelling like shit. All Dave's mates can see what we're up to. They're all taking turns now, and I'm telling them, for fuck's sake, put a Johnny on, but they don't, and I can't make them, so I just carry on. Dave's uncle in my minge. Dave's cousin in my mouth. Dave's mate Dave in my arse. Dave's flatmate Bill wanking onto my hair, all in one toilet. It's a tight old space. The turds staring up at me from the bottom of the bowl. I can hear the football in the background. Man U 2, Arsenal 1. I fucking hate football. Dave's dealer comes around about 3 a.m. He has a go as well. Massive cock. Can't get it in me, even with all the elasticity from the other boys. So I just wank him off while Dave's mate Phil rims me. I think I'm cut around the anus, because it's stinging now, and his tongue's making me itch. The dealer gives me an extra line of Charlie free of charge. Nice one. There's cum and blood all over the floor, so I go to mop it up while I'm still getting fucked up the arse, but all I can find is this purple face towel with "pretty as a princess" hand embroidered on it. I don't want to ruin the towel. Someone spent a lot of time on that stitching, so I think, fuck it, I'll use my sleeve. More ket, more coke, more cock. 4:30 and the lads get peckish, order kebabs but don't eat them. The delivery guy tries to fuck me too, but can't get it up. His name's Junsa. Softly spoken. Wonky eye. My head's in a wobble. I've had enough. Junsa gives me a backy home on his bike, makes him late to his next delivery. He's fuming. Tell him he shouldn't have offered me a lift then. He calls me a dirty slag with no respect for myself or my family's reputation. Well, fuck you, lip dick. And fuck your family while you're at it. I'm home. It's 7 in the morning. I'm sore. I'm bleeding. Not as much as before, but I can feel it. I'm staring at the fungal wallpaper, and I'm starting to sober up. I think maybe I'm not taking care of myself. Maybe something's wrong, but I don't know what. Then my phone rings. My fucking phone rings. It's Crispin. How you doing, chick? Haven't heard from you since college. You want to come over and say hello? I don't think my frame can handle another man entering me. I think one of my nips is torn. But he interrupts with, "You've got to come to me workshop. I'm making latex fetish gear. You're gonna love it. Come on, lass. Come over. I'll let you try me blowtorch." Well, so I do, and I have a blast, like proper good clean fun. It turns out Crispin's super gay and celibate now, so I feel really safe. He starts training me. He needs a hand, all right. He's got more customers and they have perversions. I become his business partner. Crispin needs me. I am useful, and you know what? I'm fucking loving it. It's the first time I've ever made any real money. I get to use my hands, and it's a bit creative. Now that I'm working full time, I calm down on the old partying and that. Keep my narcotics on the down low. I'm masturbating more. It's keeping me chill. I have an epiphany one night after a good poke. I'm gonna die alone. I hadn't thought of that. It's all right. Being alone, it's not so bad. I start to feel good about myself. I'm down in the DIY shop and there's this new woman behind the counter. We get talking. Her name's Virginia. She's Dennis's wife, the owner. But unlike Dennis, she doesn't smell like a broken down fridge. Virginia says they're looking for a new person to fill their spare room. Crispin's new celibate boyfriend has been giving me the evils, so I fancy a change. I like Virginia's vibe. She's got her feet on the ground, she's funny, friendly, and has the devil's laugh. The night I move in, I'm lying on this cramped, single bed that's making my skin itch. Is that a bed bug? The door opens. Virginia's silhouette appears. Can I come in? She sits at the foot of the bed and immediately starts weeping. Being a mom is too hard. She doesn't like Dennis. She doesn't even love him. She doesn't want to spend the rest of her life working in the DIY shop, inhaling too many wood chippings till she drops down dead. She wants to become a psychodynamic art therapist. Well, I think that's a great idea. I tell her she should do whatever she likes. She asks if she can be held, just for a moment. I hold her. Her hot tears hit my bare shoulder, trickling down into the pool of my elbow. They warm me. Her face and hair are covered in snot, but she's beautiful. She nuzzles into my neck. Her pupils dilate. Her lips swell. She moves to kiss me and I'm like, hold up, hold up, hold up. I don't do that kind of thing no more, especially when their partner's asleep next door. I'm a changed woman. She stares at me, nods, smiles. Sorry. She leaves, but she comes back the next night and the next and the next, just to be heard, just to be held, just to cry. I realize I'm releasing something in Virginia. I'm a genuine comfort. I can help her. One night, I let her kiss me, slowly. One night, I let her touch me, gently. One night, I let her fuck me like the filthy little whore she is. That's it. That's it. That's her son. We get caught by her 4-year-old who's wet the bed. He has Down syndrome, so he doesn't really understand what's happening. Virginia says she needs me. She needs an escape. She leaves Dennis. She leaves the DIY shop. She leaves her son. She takes out a loan and enrolls in a psychology course at Manchester University. She's taking control. We move in together. It's a 1-bedroom dump on the wrong side of Rochdale, but it's our dump. It's just Virginia and me. We're gonna make a go of it. Like a proper long-term thing. Why not? Doing the grocery run, cooking dinner, taking out the bins, the normal stuff, the pleasant stuff, the blow your brains out, this is so boring stuff, that this would be so much better if I was high stuff. The why do Virginia and I only have 3 sex position stuff? The what I would do to stick my tongue in that girl's anus stuff. The why not of GAC would be fine, it's only 1 line stuff. The who the fuck can I call it this time of night to get me some drone stuff? I got the itches. I couldn't help myself. Rio burnt her toes off in a house fire. Molly, Thai weed dealer, used to drive around in her little red Skoda, delivering all night. Janice, my oldest by far, 79 and a right uppity bitch. Vag in great shape, really furious for it. Greta, Bulldog, Axel, small man's complex. Omar, no distinguishing qualities whatsoever. Alina, Sket, Ket, Muff, Ella, Bella, Drone, Anal, Sainsbury's own. Margaret, let's up fuck, MD, leftover Guinness on the street, Debbie, Danny, Japanese twins, Beecham's all in one, dodgy dentist, root canal, reach around, come on hair, come on face, come on teeth, dripping down throat, can't swallow, snort, nightmares, daters, sneaky joint and cubicle. Sanjeev, Clyde, Roxy, Club and Chingford, Mescaline, Shrooms, Whatsits, Snow, Cowpole, lovely peas and mash, and with that thick gloopy gravy, it's to die for. Black Mamba, Bombay Blue, Jacob, Brian, Tommy, Molly, Liquid X, crack! Why are you doing this? You know why you're doing this. Shut the fuck up! Crank it up! 70s night, toot, people all over the world, don't hands on the love train, gone kebab. Load up on the coach for some spliff. Yellow sunshine, blue heaven, Tiziana, Roberto, prawn cocktail, balloons, double speed bump, doggy, face to arse to mouth, slamming now, jamming now, ripping now, shit on my tongue, shit on my shirt, shit on my glasses, I don't wear glasses, squat, bit of smoke, bit of throat, deep throat, on top, on bottom, can't breathe, can't feel, edge of heaven stuck in a pram, man trap, manhole, tight squeeze, lust and thrust, happy birthday, you fucking cunt! Organ grinder, carpet bird, carpet muncher, cocksucker, kneel and wait, lap love, fall down, get back up, cats everywhere, the spoons, the rub, the rodeo, smack it, good, gag, have a puke, have a choke, scat, drone, try to smoke a bag, try to drink some water, palpitate, convulse, dark, deaf, quiet, calm, perfection. I was 11 years old when I found this big dead bird on the road. I brought it home to impress my brothers. They said it was an eagle owl, and if I stuck my finger up its arse, it would really impress them. So I pushed my whole hand up there, like I was on Sesame Street, fisting Big Bird. They laughed at me, then went outside to play football. I couldn't get my hand out. It was properly stuck. But you know what? I felt really connected. I'm good with my hands. I always thought I'd make a great baker. I like waking up early. I'd like to live in the countryside, somewhere quiet, where you can really listen to your own thoughts. Have you ever wanted to do that? Really listen? I haven't, but I'm gonna have a go. What's stopping me? I think it's all gonna change for me. I can feel it in my bones. It's a whole new life from here on in. Right? Right? Hi. Hello. Good evening. Now, I've always been normal in my quiet little way. Never thought of clowns as particularly sexual. Never thought much about clowns at all. But now, well, now's a different story. I had only just joined the circus as a rigger. I'd escaped my usual job, rigging on the ships, and had landed this one instead. I knew that this particular circus was alternative, with a capital A. I just didn't realize how big that capital A was. Now, before you judge me, I was drunk. Everything is warped in the mind of a drunkard, and in England, you always have to be drunk. You know what I'm talking about. Well, it makes things look better. The rain's more friendly. The wind's chill. Doesn't seep so deep. Drinking makes the natives seem friendlier, even though they aren't. That night, I'd been drinking with the other riggers. I asked them if there were any girls about, looking for a good time. They stared darkly at me, then smiled one big smile as if all their mouths had connected across the table. The big table mouth said, "If you're looking for a good time, you don't just want girl, you want clown." The ring becomes a different type of performance arena after midnight. Go there. You won't go back to girl once you've had a piece, a clown. Clown. Well, it sounded kind of fun. Unusual. I didn't know what to expect. I took a swig of scotch, for courage, then off I went. There she was. She looked nuts. She was massively overweight, which I like, which I love. That's my thing. But I didn't know if it was the clown costume or actually her. I could smell the scent of rubber, the scent of unblown balloons in her clowny pockets. It was strangely enticing. It was this scent that made my feet move, step by step, one in front of the other towards this extraordinary creature. Hi. Hello. Good evening. What's your name, sweetheart? Cuckoo. Cuckoo. Cuckoo the clown.
That's right. Cuckoo, Cuckoo. Are you looking for a good time? Circus boy. I do what they tell me. Cuckoo.
I must tell you, I was a little fearful of this bizarre individual that stood before me. I thought she might be psychotic, that maybe it was all part of the act. My mind just told me, do it, Gary, do it, big boy, you need a fuck. Out of my mouth came the words, how much?
£23.50. And you can take advantage, 'cause I'm cuckoo, cuckoo. Come on, fuckface. Lick inside my big red nostrils.
Why?
Just do it. Do it. Lick inside my big red nostrils. Do it, you sick fuck.
Gary, I thought, this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So I did as commanded. Apprehensively, I lifted my tongue into her dark, unknown orifices and began to lick. Her nasal hair. It tickled my tongue, but it wasn't unpleasant. This was something new. Something exciting, something dangerous. I already knew I was going to get my money's worth. I could feel my I can't say it, rising. I gazed at her. She had the eyes of the devil, and they were looking at me. I'm not gonna lie, I was turned on. I ripped at her large yellow pom-poms, pulling off her top. Ugh. I'm dressing her. It wasn't an illusion. She really was fat, which I like, which I love. That's my thing. Her breasts, once revealed, shifted about her like land masses in an earthquake. I gazed at them, flabbergasted. I wanted to turn away, but somehow they were mesmeric.
Like them? Weird, aren't they? Cuckoo. At least they're massive. I know you want to suck down on my teat, you fucking sicko.
If you ever had the chance to suck down on a clown's raw, erect nipple, I highly recommend it. It tastes like oven-baked garlic, like the ones you peel away the skin in order to get to the fleshy bit. But this nipple, it was cold and old tasting, like the garlic had been left out on the counter for days after it had been cooked. Like flies had begun laying their eggs there. I started to chew down on it. But because of the texture, the nipple came off in my mouth.
Forget about it. Happens all the time.
Undeterred, I moved on to the other nipple. I sucked down hard. Next thing I knew, I was being jet sprayed by a water nozzle that had been inserted into the nipple.
Surprise, surprise. I'm a clown, and you think I am, bitch? Now, rip off my big white gloves, ass munch.
I did so with my teeth, which revealed tiny hands, proportionately smaller than the rest of her body. They were delicate, pale, with long, slender fingers, as if she had chopped off her own fat hands and replaced them with a thinner version. Well, at this moment, anything was possible. I clasped her hands in mine. They were icy cold, freezing, like winter lived there. Well, why the cold hands, cuckoo?
My blood doesn't circulate properly anymore. Ha ha. Suck on my fingers, you prick.
There it was, an icy clown's hand in my mouth, sucking down hard while standing in a sandpit in the middle of a circus. My only thought was, what would Mother think? I cannot deny, it was exhilarating.
Get down on your hands and knees. Let's see what your tongue can do, shit stick.
I licked down her enormous belly. I can't say it, was hard as rock candy as I pulled her clowny trousers clean off. There emerged a gigantic pair of dirty white undergarments. On them were written in large red capital letters, Y-O-U-S, I-C-K-F, U-C-K. You sick fuck. The recognition.
Delve into my nether regions and lap me like a dog, you mongrel shit.
Removing her knickknacks took longer than expected due to the walls of fat upon fat, particularly the cellulite bulging from the sides of her outer thighs, which I like, which I love. That's my thing. After much effort on my part, this sex clown was naked as the day she was born. Growing from her pubic region sprouted a rather charming rainbow-colored head of hair, like those wigs amateur clowns wear at children's parties. Now this was no amateur. The colors had been delicately dyed, one specific color for each section. It was beautifully thought through, but still, It stank like it hadn't been washed in weeks. She splayed her legs wide and held back the chub so I could enter her with my tongue. It was a tight squeeze. Even with her holding back her flabby rolls, my face felt squished in this open trough of pleasure. It was everything I had wanted from a consensual partner. Hastened by a mad erotic frenzy, I started to lick her there. I hadn't the capacity to imagine that the taut pieces of flesh and lips might have different tastes. My tongue recognized raspberry, orange, lime, pineapple. And in the middle, where the clearest lay, pulsating and swollen, fresh blueberry. This had the purest of flavors, so I devoured her hungrily, like an unfed dog, receiving a fuller taste on each lick. I sucked down hard on the vagina. It was like rainbow sherbet. It was the strangest, most thrilling experience I'd ever encountered. Clown sex. I'm hooked.
Stick your finger up my ass, retard!
I tried to comply, but because of her huge mass, it was hard for me to reach round her gigantic bottom. She had to help by pulling my arms all the way round, and there was no way I could possibly reach down into that deep crevice between her two rotund cheeks. My arms were just too short, and her ass was just too big. I did the only thing I could to reconcile the situation. I undid my love trousers, and I entered Pleasureland. I'll never go back to the norm, to the missionary position, with a mundane wife and a mundane life. I need a clown to suck down on. I can't see it every day of the week, or else I can't sleep. But that's not uncommon once you've been down the road where sex and clowns meet, like I have. After 36 seconds, she screamed,
Cuckoo is spent. Cool.
The release was tenfold. She snuggled up against my neck. There was a moment's silence. I removed myself from her deflating triangle of pleasure, found my scattered clothes from around the ring, and began to dress myself. Still naked in the sand, she said,
Did you know the size of a sperm whale's erect penis is as tall as a grown man? You look just like a sperm whale's penis, except with clothes on.
Oh, it was flattering of her to say. I couldn't focus on compliments at that moment. I was dumbstruck. Walking away from this bizarre scene, I realized a dark little monkey from the circus had been watching us the whole time. There he was. Still touching his little erect monkey penis, giggling quietly in the shadows, as if he was in a deep concentration, even meditation. Though slightly appalled that this thing had just witnessed my debauched behavior, the idea that someone or something had observed this event, well, it comforted me. It meant it had happened. It was real. I shooed the mischievous little rugrat out of the way, then walked as straightly as I could out of the tent and into the dawning light. From that moment on, I was released from my conventional conception of what sex is. I realized it can be different, weird, unhygienic, and that's okay. Now I know you might be thinking, clown sex isn't for me, or that's a hate crime. But listen. I've got a couple of clowns Tied up in a disabled toilet. And if you're up for it, are willing to be reasonably safe, don't mind paying hard cash up front. Find me after the show. Knock 3 times. We can change your life. Thanks. And stay lucky.